All right, ladies and gentlemen, excuse me. All right, so this whole thing, the past couple days, the whole thing went up church. This whole thing, we start looking into stuff, right? Just checking. But so we stumbled onto something, and one of my mods sent me something. So we're gonna watch this Jonestown thing. And yo, Debbie, what's up? Get your your tea. I just got mine tonight. I'm having uh, Celestrin's Sleepy Time or whatever herbal tea. Uh, but you can have whatever you want. But anyways, we're gonna watch this video of this guy. This video, I'm scared. After watching this, I'm like, my whole world, we America is Jonestown. It's just unbelievable. So we're gonna watch a little bit of this. It's like an hour long. We're gonna review it. Is it crazy? Oh man, it's nuts. Growing up, we thought it was just a movie, right? Because when I was growing up and when I was a teenager or something, I think there was a movie about it on TV or like some kind of a movie. Yeah, I think it was a movie. And it was like, oh, it's just a movie. But now that I'm older and, all the stuff going on and the whole thing with Upchurch and some dude Jones and some other dude Jones, I don't know, some other crap going on in this world. We started looking into this on this channel, and this is freaky. It was a real town. This really happened, and the guy was from here in the United States. This is freaky. This is just too freaky. How many of these people took? My question is how many of these people are using Jim Jones techniques in America or on Earth? Because they're saying, after I was watching this, that this dude had mind control powers. Like literally, when he looked at you, it was like you were looking into the face of death. People said his eyes, he would just, the power he would have. I'm like, this is nuts. But it explains why the government was interested in him. And there is talk of this might have been some kind of a government experiment, I don't know, or some doomsday cult following or something. But this is crazy. And like I said, I thought it was a movie. But then I remembered that movies are from real things. So we found out what was up. Spiced apple camel milk. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. It really does. What brand is it though? Is it Bigelow? Do they make that in Bigelow or Celestrins, Celestri, or whatever it is? But that does sound pretty good. So let's watch this. This is nuts. This is completely nuts. Now I know why civilians. You know what? I always grew up. I don't control people. I'll make a suggestion. I'll give them my advice, but you can't control people. But this dude literally had control, almost like megalamind. Yeah, it's effing nuts. But we're gonna watch it. Spiced apple cinnamon. Look above. Look above where, Deb? Spiced apples, kind of chamomile, Tazo. Oh, you know what? I got some Tazo tea. I got Tazo tea. My mother gave me, but it's not caffeine free. It's hold on a minute. Let me see what it is. Check it out. But anyways, let's watch a little bit of this, and then we'll take a break. Debbie, I'm gonna see what kind of Tazo tea I got, but I don't think it's caffeine free. Yeah, this is crazy. This is just this is crazy.
evangelical preacher led nearly 1,000 followers from the United States deep into the jungles of South America.
Well, how about you? Is the best thing ever happened to you?
See,
They
it
would build a
wasn't.
new community, free of oppression and violence. It was to be their paradise on earth.
I wanted to leave as soon as I got there. I was in an armed encampment.
But outsiders threatened to expose the dark side of their leader.
We are going into Jonestown. And if any of your family members want to come home, then by God, we're going to bring them home.
You people gonna just leave us.
They're killing everyone!
In one day, two worlds collided, and paradise was lost.
Now this is a real kitchen. Full speed, running on Genius, orders hitting instantly. Drive-through and delivery, all moving together. That's how restaurants stay in sync. Big league reliability for any business. That's Genius.
Zepbound, watch this. Zepbound helps adults with obesity lose weight and keep it off.
Never been loved so much as I love you right now.
All right, Debbie, can you hear me? Did they shut me down? It says, heads up, we detect a video, your stream, belonging to someone else. But they're not live. That ain't a live stream. Is that what it's called, Debbie, streaming? Did they shut me down? No, we can't watch that. And that was a great documentary, too. That was pretty freaky, but all right, we're going to end this. I'll delete this video and start something else, I guess. Why would they do that? Not sure. Well, that sucks. Yeah, can you hear me, Debbie? It's showing nobody in chat. Well, it does suck because it says, oh, it's in my stream. So I'm showing it to the world, but it belongs to someone else. But I posted it in my chat and in my description. So this must be somebody probably within the Joneses that could be a hacker or a computer whiz. And they're trying to block it, Debbie. That was 3 years ago. Yeah. That's a 3-year-old video. Why would somebody be doing that? I don't know. They could be. They could be. I'm not gonna. It's an old video. Why would someone stop it? It's not a lie. It's okay. You can see it because it's saying on my end, heads up, we detect video, your stream belonging to. Let me see. It says click on button to learn more. Exact same copy or content ID click. Only visible to partners who use YouTube Studio Content Manager. In Studio, because content doesn't claim video and channel linked to your content manager, you can't add these channels to your allow list. Individual add channel to the list. All right, Deb. So what do I do? Deb, what do I do? Boy, this is wild. I went to go show that, and they hit me with that. Yo, Justice Jane, how you doing? We were just talking about this Jonestown thing. You know, when we were growing up as kids, we all thought it was just a movie, but I guess it turns out to be real. And these people really have mind control over people, like Megamind. Debbie says, don't play that. So don't play it, Debbie. Can I play a different one? That was a good one. I wanted to show that one because it was pretty dang good. I mean, it was pretty good. He injected everybody. Yeah. Like 900 and almost 1,000 people. And in that video, they show it just as they fly up in a helicopter to land there. The government was too late. And they show the camp. And it's unbelievable. Just bodies everywhere. Yeah, the Kool-Aid dude. But he literally, people didn't want to drink the Kool-Aid. So he sent people out into the crowd. And he was injecting them with needles. They were literally grabbing the people in the video that I was just going to show you guys. And his people were injecting people with cyanide. And they said the only ones that took the Kool-Aid, and people said they didn't drink the Kool-Aid. They were actually taking medication or cyanide pills and putting them in babies' mouths. They killed the babies first and the kids. This is crazy. Debbie, should I look for another one and show it? It wasn't as good as the one I was going to show you guys. I mean, it was, and there was I was right. There was a movie about this when I was younger. I seen it, but we were told it was just a movie with needles. Yeah. He had Kool-Aid set up with cyanide in it. He had cyanide pills. And then when people realized what was going on, you can hear them screaming no. And then his guys went into the crowd and just started grabbing people and injecting them. It was unreal. Justice James said, sorry, I missed it. Did something happen again? No. I was asking Debbie if I should try and find another one. Because there's a couple documentaries on it. You know, and what's freaky is that guy was so-called a person of God. And that was pretty crazy. There is a few, so maybe I should try showing that. Huh? Let me see. But that was a good one because it's like a real life crime documentary. All right, let's see if this one. See, these ain't live videos. They're old videos. Let's see.
You explore a new role.
I think people need to understand that every hour of the day, Jim Jones thought he was a fraud.
Well, this was his
He
kid.
knew he was a bad guy. He knew he was a sick guy. He just didn't want anybody else to know.
What night? Everybody report to the pavilion. White night.
Vern Gosnell.
Man, alive. Do you see the way he ran his town? Oh, here we go. It's doing it again. Well, they ain't gonna let me play any of the Jonestown stuff, but in that video, he would turn on sirens. You know, he was a communist. Him and his followers were communists. He was a communist. He even stated that. He was a communist to try. He wanted to take down America, and he thought real hard on what would be the best way to conquer America, and he said the church. So he became a preacher. But literally, he was a communist and was seen at communist rallies or whatever. So, how did this go? How did it get out? I don't know. I mean, it's pretty crazy, but they won't even let me play anything on it. They hit me again with heads up. We detect a video in your stream belonging to someone else. Well, that's crazy. That's just crazy. It's just so. Am I allowed to show other videos? False prophets, Debbie said. I don't know. Who the heck knows? People have the right to do whatever you want, but I wouldn't break the laws. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't hurt people, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, I don't know. They won't let me play anything. They're coming down on people so hard. They just, is this what we're dealing with in America? Maybe Trump's trying to tell us something. Maybe somebody's doing something. I don't know, but this is just too much. Well, I'm surrounded in Jonesville. Actually, Jonestown, Michigan, ain't far from here. And supposedly this guy, Jim Jones, was from the United States, but then moved to Guyana and created his own town named Jim Jones, or Jamestown, or Jonestown. This is wild. They won't let me show that. Maybe it's the photo I'm using, Debbie. Do you think it's the photo I'm using, Justice Jane? Do you know anything about this? Why every time I play one of them videos, it says I'm streaming someone else's stuff? Somebody's doing something. Maybe they're hacking. Maybe the survivors of Jim Jones are hacking my channel. Why me? Probably because I won't let them Jonesify me. But anyways, this is crazy. And like I said, we should have known better that it was real. Well, there was a lot of change. You should have gotten a mail from YouTube. No, I think somebody's just trying to control the channel or something, a hacker or somebody. Claiming that it's their content, but then that's why it goes away. Because now it's not showing anything on my screen. It went away. So somebody probably fake claiming or whatever it is. Because I showed some of another video the other day on this. Remember, Debbie? When we were actually talking about Ryan Upchurch's problem with some dude Jones, and it didn't do anything the other day. So either it's them videos, oh, maybe they're because they're documentaries, channels or something. No, this is crazy, Debbie. Maybe these Joneses are still alive and they're using their mind power and they're shutting my YouTube down. The video I just seen of that guy, that dude, they showed him in an interview talking with his people, and you could see his eyes, and it was just like, this guy's sucking the soul right out of that person. It was unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it in my life. So suckers. Johnny, this happened so long ago. Debbie, if you're trying to tell me that this still don't go on in America, you're full of baloney, because it's happening today in the United States still. Within what? The churches. Where did Jim Jones come from? Who knows? But where did he brainwash the masses? The church. So there you go, you pony baloney. This happened in 1978. That's right. And history repeats itself. History repeats itself. No. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it if that guy was kidnapping kids, women, people to they say he would pull people off of the streets, drug them, and they would wake up somewhere thinking that the guy was trying to help them. He would inject people with drugs. They would pass out. He would take them people, put them in casts, leg casts, and tell the people when they came back, when they came out of their drug-induced haze, that they fell. And he pulled over and saved them and took them to the doctors, and they had to put them in a cast. This is how nuts this dude was. He was taking people off of the streets, drugging them in a haze, putting them in body leg casts and stuff, and saying they were hit or they fell or whatever. And he saved their lives. Yeah. Do I think something like this could happen today? Probably. But even worse. Probably in higher masses. Now, people say that was a government experiment, because there's photos of Jim Jones once he got to Guana. It almost looked like he had a green beret, military beret hat on. And he had connections with the government and other things like that. So was it some kind of an altered mind control suicide to where we can get the people to commit suicide in the masses? Maybe. Anything's possible. I wouldn't doubt it with the experiments that all the government branches that we don't know about. Yeah. Well, I know for a fact that ESP, there was a branch of ESP people in the United States government. We know mind control. Massive amounts of money were spent on these experiments and by the government. Yeah. As we speak right now, we're all under some kind of a hippie, whippy, sicky, wicky mind control. Well, probably laying on the hands, maybe. They hypnotize people. Yeah. You know how much money they spent in the United States government on hypnosis for military use and everything? Yeah. All documented. You can find all this documentation. Millions and millions of dollars spent on it. Where these dudes can read our minds. You know how much was spent on the syphilis experiment? Millions. Why? Because they thought syphilis, you could read minds. That you can overpower people. It was some kind of freak experiment. Yeah. All documented. Government stuff. They're worried about aliens. I'm like, I'm not worried about little green men. If they are aliens and they're in human suits, well, then that's how this dude got away with this. This is freaky. Yeah, this is nuts. Now, not all the Joneses on Earth are probably bad. But I imagine there's probably some that still follow and practice the ways of Jim Jones. He was highly into hypnosis, mind control. He was, if we were to go back in if we knew what we know now in 1978, what would they category Jim Jones as? God syndrome. He thought he was God. He was telling people, kill yourselves. And the ones that didn't believe him or didn't want to do it, He injected them. I wouldn't doubt it if the dude had life insurance on him. Thought he was going to walk away. What ruined his plans was the governor showing up there and the senator. That ruined his plans. If not, he wasn't going to kill himself. He probably had life insurance on all them people. He probably was going to pull like, they killed themselves. They didn't want to live no more. I told them, no, don't do it. Who knows? Jobs. Mass murder. It was. And it still goes on today. Heck, just last year, they caught that big giant doomsday cult. Some giant doomsday church cult or something that was planning on killing massive amounts. It was nuts. Nuts. Well, it's almost like they become God. They choose who lives and dies. Yeah. And let me tell you something. A dude like that probably drive you all nuts. Why? Because if you hang around with someone long enough that's crazy, you're going to become crazy. Debbie Fox said he made women take their clothes off and walk around in front of everyone. Probably. They said that he was a communist. He was seen at communist things, rallies or whatever. And him and some of his followers or people that, whatever, maybe he was just a puppet. But the documentary I just seen with that, which I wanted to show you guys, said that he wanted the American society to go down. He was a communist. And he thought of what would be the best way to brainwash the masses and turn them against everything. And he decided to be a preacher. He said the church would be the best way to brainwash everyone. And by golly, that's what the dude did. He literally did. He became a preacher. He got a church. He started preaching to people. They came to his church, and then they said, then he started screwing all the women. Massive amounts of kids. He had all the women. He was screwing all the women, they said. He was whacked out on speed, drugs, and all kinds of stuff. Right? And then he decided that he was God. And the government and everybody started giving him trouble because the whole flock was impregnated with his kids. And they all packed up and left to Guyana, where he created his own town and then killed everybody. Probably was going to walk away with me. They said that people were signing over their Social Security checks to him. They would be sent to Guyana. They would get it and sign it over to him. He was making millions. He bought a bunch of property over there. He was making a lot of money. They were giving him everything. Yeah, Debbie says 12-hour church sessions. Yeah. That's just crazy, man. You know, that's just crazy. These people brainwash, money. The root of all evil, money. And he was making a lot of money. Yeah, you had to sign everything over to Jim Jones. He was your guardian or power of attorney. Yeah, that's true. What is the thing? What is going on right now with everybody? They're trying to get power of attorney over people. Why? Well, because now you could do whatever you want with them. I wouldn't doubt it if he had life insurance on all these people. I don't think he had plans to kill himself until the senator showed up there, the governor, and said he was going to turn him in. You know, if that governor wouldn't have showed up there, what do I think would have happened? I think he would have got rid of everybody. They would have buried him in the jungle, a mass burial, and then he would have brought more people in. And what would they have done? The same thing that he did to the rest. He would take control of their mind, and they would be sending them money and signing over their Social Security checks. They literally said they had more people in the United States that were lining up to go live there. So maybe he thought he can get rid of these people, collect the insurance, bury them in Guana somewhere in the jungle, giant pit, and then bring more people in. And if he knew government, if he was involved in government or whatever, then nobody would give him trouble and he'd be able to repeat it over and over again. No, a lot of people are saying, Mr. Kramer, are you kidding me? It's like a small Nazi thing going on with the junta. Yeah. I mean, I could say that because it's similar. That's, you know, they were just livestock to Jim Jones. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. Now, right there, if I belonged to the Jim Jones thing and he said, you know, you got to kill yourself, I would have said, you're nuts. You are the devil. And it is against God's laws. It's a sin to kill yourself. I would have been out of there. I would have said, no, I'm done. You're nuts. Crazy. I mean, you listen to the dude, what he's saying, you know, don't be afraid. You know, he's telling kids that. I bet you Jim Jones is trespassing on all of us. He's probably the devil himself. I think it was a government experiment, right? For mind control. Yeah, Congress. Yeah, that's when his plan went sour, Debbie, is when the United States congressman showed up there because he got a letter from somebody in the mail saying they were being held hostage. So the congressman jumped on a plane and went out there to see what happened and surprised Jim Jones because Jim Jones already had all the poison and everything ready to go before the congressman got there. The congressman said, if you folks want to leave with us, whoever wants to leave, you can leave right now. And if you all want to leave, we'll send planes back and pick you up. And some people started leaving with the congressman. And Jim Jones sent his goons after him, and they killed the congressman. And then he used his mind control and said, the government's coming to kill you people. You people killed the congressman. Die in peace is what he was telling the people. This dude's nuts. But, you know, it's church stuff or whatever. Yeah, if we don't listen to the preacher, we'll go to hell. You know, they all called him father. You know, and probably he screwed most of them women over there. So they probably literally were his father. It's something nuts. Now you look at this and you look at the government and you're like, oh man, what are we doing here? Yeah, Debbie, he had a bunch of kids. They probably had brothers and everything before this happened. I wonder how many people thought. I wonder how many people use this technique today in America. Now, it's almost like Trump saying, go out there and do whatever you do for him and he'll pardon you. I looked at that when I heard that. I even did a video saying, yeah, it's over with. There we go. I've seen the whole Jim thing. Now he's, telling people or whatever out there to go do whatever, as long as it's to get them out of trouble or whatever. Yikes. This is crazy. I'm not taking the Kool-Aid. I'm not taking the shot. I ain't going to drink the LSD. I'm not. If you notice, Joe Rogan and Trump passed the LSD is no longer a dangerous drug. And you all will be drinking it by tomorrow morning. And everybody knows that. I'm older now. I can't be doing LSD. Maybe it was earlier in life, but now I can't. Now it's in everything. Right? That's why, Debbie, sometimes I break into Jefferson Starship. One pill makes you happy and LSD makes you trip. Go and tell them the smoking caterpillar is on LSD, yeah. Go tell her when she was just small. Yeah, now everybody knows why, It's crazy. But anyways, who knows? What can you do? I can't show anything because they keep striking me. Strike-a-rella is out there striking my channel left and right. Racist, if you ask me. It's control. It's mind control. Folks, make sure you go on my channel and check out my song that I wrote. I played all the guitar instruments, the bass, everything on it. That's me, called Control. And I've been controlling my whole life, so I know what they're talking about. I thought this was just a movie. Supposedly it's real or something, I guess. He could not get total control of his people, Debbie Fox said. So that's why he went to jungles with all them. Yeah. And I think about that time is when John Fogerty came out with Better Run Through the Jungles. We better, because this son bitch is killing us. Run through the jungles, boy. I'm on my way, baby. I'm running. And I would have been running. Control now you know. And that's what I was telling people. You want us, we know that we've grown up with the Bible, where thou shalt not talk or whatever it is bad about your mother or father, obey your parents. What do you do when the parents are killing their whole This dude was killing his own kids. You're telling me to obey him? I don't think I obey my mother and father if they can just drink this. It'll all be over with. Just do it. No. I know I'm an idiot, but I love life. I know it's like, well, you must not have believed in God enough. No, I guess not, because I'm not going to drink your Kool-Aid just to prove God. I'll take God's word for it. He is King of all kings. I'll take his word for it. Okay? I'm going to drink poison, because the Bible said to obey your parents. This is nuts. This is nuts. Don't obey any family member like that. Any family member like that. I'm sorry, Lord. I got to say that. I love you. But these people, you gave us life. You want us to live and be happy and be good to one another. These people are telling people to kill each other. I mean, it's nuts. I'm done. Seriously, a very disturbed individual. He did so much drugs. He wore sunglasses. He wore sunglasses because if you seen his eyes, you could see it was blackness, pure evil. If you looked into his eyes, he'd suck your soul out. I was just watching the video and the guy took his glasses off and looked into the guy's eyes. I'm like, that dude's a soul sucker or the devil himself. I would have been gone. Gone. Been running through the jungles. Having gay people following hell, pop, comment. Heaven's Gate. I don't know. I don't know, Debbie. I believe in God. I believe in listening to your parents. But when they're trying to kill you, I think you need to stop listening. No, I'm not going to feel bad for that. Now I understand what these guys are saying. Certain things we were raised on, you really look into it. It's almost like it's pushing for us to do it. And if we don't do it, we're disobedient to God, parents, or whatever. And this is nuts. Nuts. Complete nuts, Lord. I believe in God, but that's way overboard. You know, and they're doing it by the masses in the churches. The masses. How today, how much control do these people really have on their flock? Debbie said it was necessary to meet E.T. Oh, well. E.T. phone. Oh. They had to do it to board the spaceship. They all wore white track suits and white Nikes. Oh, in the movie Heaven's Gate or whatever. This is too crazy for me. This is too nuts. What are like the gangs are like this? They listen to one leader. He tells them the poison everything. I mean, this is nuts. This is a massive amount of evil. What do we have? Well, mafias, right? Their bosses are like that. You do what the boss tells you. If he tells you to poison everything, you poison it. This is not. This is massive. This is nuts. You got to scorch the earth, Lord. Jesus' name, amen. This has gone totally nuts. There is no freedom of you're free. Not really. Everybody's got a boss or somebody. If they tell them dudes to kill everybody, they're going to kill everybody. This is nuts. This is nuts. We got to get off of this earth. Are you kidding me? Somebody get a hold of somebody. Start building some spaceships. We're out of here, baby. This is nuts. Aliens. It might be alien. It might have came here from an asteroid as a parasite. Now is in the human brain and controlling it. Like a dang puppet. It's like somebody stuck a straw in my head, sucked out my brains, and replaced it with Boston cream filling from a Dunkin' Donuts. Now I got to walk around with a small cooler around my head, or my Boston cream brains defrost and runs all over the place. This is nuts. No, this is cool, Debbie. No, will it? Oh, it probably won't let me show this, Deb. Will it let me show this? Debbie, you think they'll let me show that? Sorry, it was black jogging suits and black Nikes. Will they let me show that on YouTube, or is YouTube? Oh, this is already freaky. Oh my God, what is this guy? Is it like the Great Swami or something? This guy come. This is crap. Debbie, what is this stuff you sent me? Debbie says that really happened. And well, it's got two guys on there sitting around like they're the Great Swami of all Swamis. Hello, my name is Joey. I'm from Heaven's Gate. I'm the Great Swami of all Swamis. So just listen to what I say. Kill yourselves. This dude's nuts. Debbie says, that really happened. I wouldn't doubt it. Please look up and watch that shocking. No, I don't want to watch it. I got mental problems. I don't want to watch that. Next thing you know, I'm hypnotized into becoming some kind of a Heaven's Gate follower. My name is John Kramer. I now belong to Heaven's Gate. I have a disability, but don't let me bother you. No, those people have mental problems. Yeah, what was the mental problem? They had to all look the same with the haircut. I know, all shaved, huh? It was like the Great Swami said, let their heads be shaved, and the whole bunch of them shaved their heads. They had problems. I got problems, but let's define problems. Why didn't they give them people medicine like they gave me? No, I can't do it no more. I'm going to get myself on a plane and get out of here. They can ship me my Social Security card or whatever when I retire to some other place. I'm sticking around to see how this movie ends. Yes, Debbie, I remember that. I also thought that was a movie. But after I researched it, I found out it was true. They were all waiting for an asteroid to come past the Earth. And they thought by killing themselves, their souls would go onto the asteroid. And they would get a free ride on that asteroid to Heaven's Gate. Well, I've had enough of crazy in the United States. I've had enough of the mind control. I'm testifying against them all. I love them to death. I love this country, but you people have gone completely nuts. There is millions of Heaven Gates, doomsday cults in this country. There's millions of Jim Joneses. There's millions of Charlie Manson, which they're with Debbie. Did you see the new video released on Charlie Manson family? It's supposed to be pretty dang good. I haven't seen it yet, but it's supposed to be wild. right? They're talking to Charlie in prison. I didn't kill anybody. You slaughtered them people. I never touched one of them. Well, he was telling he didn't kill him personally. He sent someone else to go get him. All mind control. How can you go ahead and throw me into jail? I didn't kill them people. Right? He was playing the whole psychological game. He was smarter than the average Joe. But this is it. It's just crazy. I'm done with it all. Oh, David Kirsch. Yeah. These people are all trespassing on us. They literally are possessing us. In Jesus' name, bind them all. You know, I was talking with some people with intelligence, you know, and I'm like, you know, these people might be the devil. Well, they're not the devil because, you know, well, how about this? These people are killing people, right? Evil. What does the devil do? Kill, steal, rape, pillage, whatever. So are these people like worshiping the devil or possessed by the devil, and they're given into the devil, and they kill somebody and the devil wins, and then that person's soul, say someone kills them, but they were out evil and gave their souls to the devil or whatever. Now, does that person become evil and become a demon? Right? He was in the flesh, and now he dies. Was he evil in the spirit? And now his spirit is trespassing on people, killing everybody. I don't know. I got a lot of questions for your scientists and biblical people, biblical scientists, biblical people. Help us understand this. No. If that man, what they're saying on earth, was the devil and pure evil, he might not have been the devil, but he was evil. When he died, did that evil spirit continue to go on, possess people and wreck their lives and kill people or whatever? I don't know. No, it interests me. I believe God is God. He loves us. He's good. He will punish people, but he would rather us live. You know, you got to be pretty dang evil, right? You got to do something evil, and then the Lord say, "Don't do that again." You know, and then you do it again, and the Lord's like, "Don't do that again." And you do it again, and the Lord says, "Don't do that again." And you do it again and again and again and again and again and again and again. And then one day the Lord just says, "Yeah, I'm coming down there, and you got a problem," and wipes everybody. Yeah, maybe. Debbie says, "Weak." Oh, weak woman. I'm scared to death right now. Right? Because every time no, don't try and pull that Jim Jones mind control on me, Debbie Fox, McIntosh. I don't want to hear it. That was a sad story, though. At the end, those kids perished because of him. Yeah. You have to be extremely weak-minded to join those cults, or brainwashed into it, or drugged, or hypnotized into it. What kind of person wants to join something like that where there's a good chance you kill yourself? I don't know. I'm sorry, but when I was growing up, you're not supposed to kill yourself. You're not supposed to kill yourself. It's a sin. You're surely going to heck if you do that. No way would I follow that crap. No, I'm not putting up with it, dude. And what are we seeing? We're seeing women like this. We're seeing women very controlling today. Some of us straight dudes are very scared. We're very scared because we're seeing women in this stuff. Do they control you? Well, you know they control us. Are you kidding? They got the yam. I'm sure they control these idiots. Sure they do. Are you kidding me? Where are you guys been? It's almost like they brainwashed all these people. Either that or these people are not raising their kids right and telling them about this stuff. It's wrong. You don't control people. You don't go and kill people in the massive amounts. This is madness. You're killing humanity. Maybe it is an alien spirit and it's trying to wipe out humanity. I don't know. We can only do it in movies, folks. You will be arrested or hunted down. If you decided to do something like this and got caught. But then again, they're saying other countries, no. This is what they did. What was Hitler? Well, Hitler was a Jim Jones, but Hitler was way, way, way more controlling, right? Jim Jones was just a follower of Hitler. He was a communist. I bet you he was a Nazi. I bet you he was. Probably came over here from when they brought all them people, his parents or whatever. I bet you he was, because he admitted he was a communist. I mean, he when you start thinking how to brainwash the masses, you're a communist. And what did he do? He picked the church. And was he dumb for doing it? No, because everybody in America, in the world, is raised on the Bible. Easiest way to brainwash the masses, I guess. It's just crazy. I love the church. I used to go to church. I was baptized when I was younger. Right? I love the church. The church is for people who sin and not sin. I ain't telling people not to go to church. I'm just saying, when they just start passing around the needle in church saying, just kill yourself. But first, please put your wallet in my hand, and your checks and credit cards first. Then there's something wrong. Hitler was a fascist. Well, I don't care what you folks call. Hitler did the same thing to his people, but on a massive, massive scale. He brainwashed other countries. You're going to kill for us or you're going to die. All right, Hitler, monsieur. Yeah. Hitler was huge, man. And how did he do it? Drugs. Hell, he was a speed demon himself, all hooked up on drugs. But he did it in massive amounts. What did people do? They experimented. Boy, that dude Hitler, he hypnotized his whole country, killed the whole world. Let's see if we can do that. That's what they're probably doing in there now. That's probably what they're doing. They'll kill you. They'll poison you to death. They'll give you all kinds of diseases. Sit there and watch you die. Remember what you did when you were 10 years old? Yes. Well, now you pay the price. I was 10. Hell don't care. Is it a movie? Sure, it'll make a great movie. Why? Why do I say that? Because all these scary movies make great money. Literally, you can do your history by watching movies. Like Debbie just did. Oh, hey, you remember this movie? Oh, I don't. Oh, Heaven's Gate. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, it's just a movie. No, that was real. They all killed themselves. They're on their way to the Milky Way. What? It's just a movie. Hitler was a rashes. How? There's no proof of that. That ought to piss Valdez off. That ought to piss him off. None of those are movies. Yes, they are, Debbie. There is a movie about Heaven's Gate. There's a movie about Jonestown. There's a movie about Manson. There's a movie about all this stuff. There's actually a movie about Hitler. It's called Hitler. I would never start a cult. For one, I don't like being told what to do. My whole life I've been told what to do. Lost out on some big money because idiots just thought they knew me. Yeah. I'm not into telling people what to do because that'll get you killed. So, no, I'm not into none of this. Maybe God, maybe my angels, maybe they're protecting me or whatever, but I don't care what people do, you know, and people get mad now because I did care and I almost got myself killed. So, you know, but I'm an idiot anyways. Who knows? You know, we're from shoot first, ask questions later. You know, you get it wrong, you get it wrong. No, actually, I never knew that, dude. You didn't have to shoot him. Oh, well, I figured we'd just take care of it and then we'd find out. No, I'm really sorry, but patch him up. Here's $100. Give him $100. Tell him to get on his way. I was just doing my job, protecting families in this country and everything. But, you know, people don't see it that way. They see it as, you know, this movie is crazy. You're crazy. Everything's crazy. Can you sign on the dotted line? Well, I don't think so, because if it's that crazy, then I know it's worth a lot of money. And you can see this film at Toucan Chew on My Nutsack Film Festival. And that's my film festival. Jesus Camp. Yeah, let's all go to Jesus Camp. Would I go? Sure, I go. They're going to sit there and read the Bible to me, because what do I need? I need to hear scripture. That's what I need, and that's all I need. When I want to hear the Lord, I want to hear the scripture. I want to hear what the main sins are that we should not do. I want to hear the truth. I don't want to hear all this, oh, Jesus coming down. I don't care. Just read me the scripture of what thy King of kings of all kings, the mighty King, is laying down on me. I want to hear it. And there you go. I can't, that's just my thoughts. You can run your church without whatever you want, because I don't control people. You're going to label me some kind of crazy. He's trying to control everything. Controlling. I don't care what you do, idiot. I don't run the world. You know? But now I can't tell you. Why? Because they're trying to pass a law. If you tell somebody to do something stupid and they go do it, now you can get in trouble. You know? This channel is just a movie. Only a movie. Nobody's been killed, hurt. Not one YouTuber, nobody from this channel. No one's been shot. We've used all prop guns. Here, I got one sitting here. I do have real weapons, but I'm not that dumb to use a real weapon on a movie set. This is a prop gun. Looks just like a real gun. You can go to any store, any prop store, and buy one of these. You can get them at the store for kids. Don't ever use a real loading gunpowder weapon on a movie set. I don't know how many times I got to tell these people. They keep shooting themselves. I keep saying, just buy a toy gun at the prop store and use that. You can CGI the sound in and the flash. No, Mr. Kramer, I need to have real life gunfire. Well, then you're taking your own life and your risk, and I refuse to insure your film. because you have live guns with live weapons. If you want to use gunpowder to blow stuff up, yeah, Dukes of Hazzard, that's fine. But if you're pointing weapons at each other and firing, I can't assure you if you're using blanks, real gunpowder capped weapons. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm dumb, but I ain't that dumb. And I didn't grow this empire on insuring idiots. So, I don't know what to tell you, folks. Just deal with it. Just deal with it. But what am I? An idiot. An AI idiot. Half a brain, the other half is plugged into some kind of an AI chip. Who are you? I have no idea, but I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Deborah. Debbie said, go to church. You go to church. They ain't called documentaries. They're called movies. Valdez is on his way to Jesus camp. Make sure you take your holy water, your jujubes, and your Bible with you, okay? Just in case the devil comes a knocking, you can cast them out in Jesus' name, amen. Or some holy water on them. If it starts smoking, then you know it's demonic. Get out of there. Just say a couple Hail Marys and throw your holy water and run. Throw your holy water and your cross at that demon and run. Get out of there, because the next step is going to vomit green pea soup all over you. His head's going to twist around. His tongue's going to come out like Gene Simmons on a Madison Square Garden, 1979. Oh my God, look at that. I mean, I don't need this kind of harassment. Oh, Debbie. As soon as I mention Gene Simmons' tongue, all of a sudden her pants are soaking wet. Come on, woman. This is not everything is Gene Simmons' tongue. I mean, every time I mention Gene Simmons, this woman, my tongue's as long as his. I don't think so. You're making yourself wet. Now control yourself, woman. Control yourself. You mentioned it with church talk. I didn't mention anything with church talk. Every time I mention Led Zeppelin or Gene Simmons or something, this broad goes nuts. Gets herself all excited. Debbie, I'm a straight man. I love Led Zeppelin. Musically, in their way of writing and music and everything, but I don't need to see every Robert Plant penis photo from 1973 that you keep saying. Look, it's Robert Plant. I know I'm related to him. They say I'm the miniature Robert Plant, right? But I don't need to see this every single day. You can stop sending me photos of these. I know who Led Zeppelin and Robert Plant. I've seen them. This is unbelievable. I can't live this way. Shut your sig hole. Oh, you shut up, woman. Can you please do something once and just not argue tonight? My God. No, it ain't funny. You got to control everything. Are you Debbie Fox Jones? Probably. From Jonestown? Probably. She's been controlling this channel for the past 5 years. No, your human mind and everything. You can't use your body to try and control my mind. It's not going to work. These women on earth today, Lord, they think they can control me with their luscious bodies. I say, nay, no. I don't know, but this has just gone too far. Have I been looking for other Jim Joneses on YouTube? Yeah, I know. I think I got 3 of them. I think I got about 3 of them, my God. Literally, their whole channel is like just send me your credit cards and your checks, and I'll let you live. I mean, this is nuts. I'm done with this. I can't do this no more. It's too easy. No, you're too easy, Debbie. All I got to do is mention Gene Simmons and you're half naked. I mean, this is ridiculous. Debbie, look at it. It's Robert Plant. Oh, my God. You're all crazy and everything. I can never take you behind the scenes at Led Zeppelin concert. I can't. I know there's rumors they're going to be touring. I got front stage, backstage. I got all kinds of stage passes. I can't bring you with because you can't be soaking your pants. You know, Mr. Plant, this is Debbie Fox. Oh my God, what did she just do? That bloody hell, what's going on, Johnny? I don't know, sir. I just brought her in to see you, say hello to you, and everything. I didn't know she was gonna do that to her. I this is crazy. You know, Johnny, can you pick her up the floor? She suction cupped herself right to the bottom of the floor. This is crazy, Mr. Plant. I never meant to do this. Is unbelievable. Deborah, clean yourself up. Get up off the thing. You don't, well, she said, you'll be done when I say you're done. You don't keep, this is what I'm talking about. You keep trying to control people. You cannot control people with your good looks and your body. It ain't going to work. What do you think you are, Benny Keys? There's another Swami. You women have fallen to the great Swamis of all Swamis, the one and only Swami, the mastermind of the Swamis. They call him the Messiah Swami. Kelt, I heard you were in someone else's chat today. Is it true? That's not P. I hope it's P. That's not. Kelt, is it true that you were in someone else's chat today? Traitor! We have a traitor, master. So you have betrayed my channel, Kelt. Kelt said, it's true. Kelt said, it's true. I was in someone else's chat today. But whose? I have no idea. I don't know. I don't care. No biggie, but we're going to get it on. But anyways, hey, let's see what Kel's saying. Hey, Johnny, whoever it was, they can't hold a candle to you. Like a candle in the wind, never knowing who to blame when the shit hits the fan. And I wish I would have met you when you were a woman. But you decided to get a penis put on, and my taxpayer money paid for it, yeah. That's so sweet. Oh, Kel. Hey, Kel, you are sweet. What a great woman. Too bad you're married. We probably would have had 20 kids by now. But anyways, you know, folks, don't let these people control you. You have to stand up to these people. Now, people are asking me, how are you going to do this, Johnny? You know what? I got the people. I know what's going on. The government has emailed me. I don't know how many times government has popped up out of my toilet and said, Mr. Kramer, don't worry about this. We know exactly who they are, what they've been doing, and the quadrillions of dollars that they have stolen from you. And that's where I was like, are you sure? And they're like, sure as the little turd that's coming out your bungholio right now. And then the guy disappeared right back into the toilet. Now, I'm guessing it was probably one of the military guys, sweep. What do they call him? Frogman, right? Because I've heard they can literally swim in a river of shit and come up a toilet and smell like a rose. That's how good these guys are. So I would believe them. Damn, Johnny. on fire tonight, girl. I ain't on fire. It is God Almighty who's the fire. I'm just an idiot. I probably drank too much caffeine today. I probably have smoked too many cigarettes today. I probably have gone way past my limits to this movie I'm doing. And I've gone way past my limits where I think they're trying to kill me. I think they're trying to kill me. Literally, YouTube, even people around me, even old friends. I think that this movie has become so popular. These people think that I got quadrillions. I'm like, nah, I'm broker than a joker. You think I'd live at a Section 8 apartment complex and risk my own life of staying there? If I was rich, are you crazy? Oh, I love these people. YouTube is the only place where I can create anything I want. I can say it, and it's not, it's just a movie. It's just whatever. It's stretching the limits, the bearings. But it's where I can go, stretch the limits, make a movie. Then let me see what Kelt said. Kelt, you're being so nice today. I don't care where people go. If they go and watch other channels, they watch other channels. You can't control these people. You Kajawi. What, Debbie? Turd man. No, I'm not Turd man. Kelt, did you come up in the Mayan mini sub? Did they come up in a mini sub? They sure did, and I sent them right back down, and I hit them with a torpedo. I hit him with a log torpedo, Cal. Sent that miniature mini submarine right to its death with a giant big turd mine. Exactly, Debbie. That's all I heard. No, what a day. I really wanted to watch this Jones thing because that first documentary that I showed you guys, that shit was pretty weird, man. And I believe there's people today that still use this kind of stuff on our citizens. Everyone has a Jim Jones in their family. Everyone has a Jim Jones in their family. I don't care what anyone says. I'm telling you folks, there is a Jim Jones in everybody's family. Well, that one crazy. Well, that's really crazy. It's not like acting to just because there's nothing else to do, right? Just to piss people off. Everyone has a Charlie Manson in their family. Everybody has a Charlie, whatever. I was going to say a Charlie Sheen. He's just as crazy. Debbie said, just kidding. We had to come Jesus meeting. Debbie, you got a Jesus meeting? I don't know. I didn't know about any Jesus meeting. We had to come to Jesus meeting. I ain't Jesus, I'll tell you that much. I ain't the devil. I'm just a victim like the rest of this world. I am the Charlie Sheen of my family. Cal said, Tiger blood. Oh my God. Kel. Jeez. God. I've been sitting on my go-go wanting to get some no. No, they're all crazy. I ain't doing it. Even if they give me, even if I get the 100 million that they rewarded me, I'm not gonna. When people start acting dumb, I'm gonna be like, listen, I am rich, but there's no need for you to act dumb. There's a good chance I might help you, but you don't have to act like an idiot. I'm probably one of the richest men in the world, but you ain't gonna see me acting like no idiot. All right, Debbie Fox, I found the tea that my mother gave me. Vanilla camel chia. And the caffeine level is 3 dots. Does that make sense to you, Debbie? They have like a little caffeine chart at the bottom, and it's got 3 dots. But it's vanilla caramel chia, flavored with other natural flavors. Delightful in black tea, cinnamon, sweet, chamomile. I don't know. Is that what you got, Debbie? Debbie, you got camel toe tea? Well, I'd love to have some of your camel toe tea if you had some. Well, if you lived close, I probably would stop over and have a cup of your camel toe tea. Is that what it says? Camel toe? Camel. I don't have my glasses on. Chamomile? Chamomile? I'm not sure. Maybe you should drink that during the day. Man, I'm not going to drink it right now. No, I'm having my Celestian sleepy time tea. This stuff's like heroin after a couple. Couple cups of that, and you're dozing off. Debbie says that is black tea. So, I'm not racist. I'll drink it if it's black man tea. Well, I grew up around African American. I'm not racist. I don't think I am. I don't know. I can't hold anybody down. If they can do the job, they can do the job. I don't care what color they are. Cal, did you see the video I did earlier about the ticks that are invading the USA? Debbie, why don't they spray mint? People are saying, look, Jesse, all you got to do is spray some peppermint. Well, why ain't you spraying the whole world with peppermint and killing these things? What are you afraid of? It's going to smell like peppermint candy outside? Are you kidding me? These dang ticks are infesting everybody. I seen a girl today that was picking one off her bungholia. What's wrong with this world? We can't kill the ticks, Mr. Kramer. We need them. Why is that? We don't know yet, but I'm sure we do somehow, somewhere. We can't do that. Kelt says never trust a redhead. You know, I've been saying that. You don't ever trust a redhead unless you're bedding with her. And even then, it's too late. You're crazy. You might as well just give up. Ah. Debbie. And that's what I'm talking about, Kelt. If everybody thinks that they go out and get a couple guinea fowls, that their troubles are over with when it comes to spiders, bugs, ticks, and everything. And this is what happens. People just think they're invincible. What's crazy is the ticks are eating the birds. That's unbelievable. You know, when that plague was going on out there in Australia, people are like, well, you know, the snakes will kill it. I'm like, I don't think so. I think they might. Look, oh, Jesus, look at that. About 5,000 mice just attacked that python. It's dead. They ate it to the bone. Well, you know, they don't listen. I don't listen. That's probably why I'm in the predicament I am. This movie became so real so fast. Everyone thinks I'm a bad guy and everything. I'm like, no, it's just a movie. And then, you know, I agree with some of these actors. If I told you what I was going to do, then it wouldn't be a surprise. There wouldn't be a reaction. Nobody would want to see the movie. So what do? You just go out there and tell them everything you want to hear, just so people go crazy. Did I kill anybody? No. Nope. What do you think? I'm crazy? I ain't going to jail for the rest of my life. You know, but then you have to think what Jesse Ventura says. Nobody likes the laws, Johnny. But you have to agree with them and amend them as best as you can without getting caught. Well, what is that saying, Mr. Ventura? That these people been killing me all along? It's just they haven't been caught doing it. You know, wouldn't that make this whole Bible thing crazy, kind of, or whatever? You know? I don't know. He's probably right. Jesse Ventura don't believe in God. Well, that's his right. I believe in God. I just don't believe in this massive control of stuff they're doing, right? I'm surprised Trump's still alive after he told the Pope that. Nah, I think the Pope's something wrong with the Pope or something. I thought the sky was gonna. Well, we were all raised. You don't disagree with the Pope or whatever. We thought the skies were gonna open up and the ground was gonna open, and the beast was gonna come out, but that hasn't happened yet. Well, who am I? I don't care. I don't care no more. I'm gonna live by a new rule. I don't care. I care if somebody's sick. I care if somebody's passing away. I care about that, but I don't care about anything else except for God and some humans or whatever, animals and stuff. Thought he was dead. Yeah. Well. what do we got to look forward here this summer? Well, there's rumor out that Ernie Mac Death Shell is going to be released from prison in June, I think, July. I don't know if that's going to happen. A lot of his women fans have gone crazy without him. How deep does it go? I have no idea. We'll find out once he gets out of prison. We'll find out how deep this rabbit hole goes. He might have made all this stuff up. He's not allowed in Chicago anymore. Debbie, I've just seen a thing on M&Ms. They're saying the coating on M&Ms is bad for you. Why can't they make M&Ms without this coating on it? Debbie Fox says he might not get out. Kel, did you hear anything about M&Ms? Kel, I heard the coating on these M&Ms. They say that the coating on these M&Ms are like NY5 Deep Dew Blue dyes and Purple Persuasion. And literally can change your nutsack into a cauliflower field. Kel said, I grew up on lead paint and garden hoses. Exactly. I used to chew brand new tires, the rubber on them. I used to eat dog biscuits. I used to eat bugs, lead paint chips off of the windowsills in Illinois, Chicago. I used to smoke asbestos. Never been higher than a kite. Oh, come on, Mr. Kramer. You can't be telling me you used to smoke asbestos. I used to shit lightning and smoke asbestos. I don't think I'm going to make it, Kelty. I don't think I'm going to make it. I think they killed me. I stood up against the masses. This is what happens when you stand up against the masses in your family. I ain't going to make it. If it ain't that, it's going to be these M&Ms that take me out. Debbie Fox says 100%. Exactly. Debbie says, well, they're going back to all the old chocolate recipes. It's about time, Debbie. That's why us men's got prostates the size of beach balls. Right? Because they're not making enough stuff of pure chocolate. Right? Dark chocolate. Everything is gluten close, and give me some glots, which I have no idea what that is. I know what gluten is. You got something to say? Well, it's better to burn out. than smoke asbestos today. Oh, yeah. All right. Imitation strawberries, Debbie said. Debbie, there was just something. I just watched a video the other day on Facebook, and they were saying that strawberries now are the most dangerous fruit to eat. They're the only fruit that holds so much of pesticides. It's unbelievable. And I'm like, this is crazy. Not strawberries. Don't tell me that. And they're like, oh, yeah. I'm like, that would explain my third testicle. And they're like, yeah, that probably would. Right? They're saying strawberries, for some reason, hold so much of pesticide. It's unreal. Why strawberries? I don't know. That's what they're saying. Oh, Kelty's right. Little chemical sponges. Oh, yeah, beaver butt. People are like, you know that red dye number 20 Velvet Crush? Yes. You know what that's created from? You know what you're putting into your body? No, what is it? Bed bugs. What did you just say? Bed bugs. You mean them bed bugs that bite everybody and everything? And that's right, Mr. Kramer. See, I take this bed bug and then I go ahead and dehydrate it in a dehydrator and it turns to like just dust. Then I take that R7 Velvet Cake, that red dye, which is just bed bugs. And then we put it into this water solution with a bunch of this other stuff. And then look at how beautiful it looks, Mr. Kramer. Yeah, but it's from bed bugs. You've been eating it your whole life. You're still alive, ain't you? Barely. A beaver's butthole tastes like strawberries. Debbie, I refuse to eat the butt out of a beaver. There's certain things I'll do in this world, but that is not one of them. I'm sorry. Not unless there's a lot of money involved. And at this time, there just ain't enough money on the table for me to eat a beaver's butt out. Now, I don't know what kind of beaver you're talking about, but that depends on what kind of beaver this is. I'm just saying. Only works if it's a live beaver. Well, who would want to eat the butt out of a dead beaver? Not me. It better be alive. Sweet Jesus, Debbie, what have they given you? What have they done to you people where you're eating beaver butts out? Kelt, what is wrong with these people? Only works if they're live beavers. I wish they were live. I love a live beaver. There ain't nothing better than a live beaver, if you ask me. But there's no way I'm going to eat the butt out of any dead beaver. What is wrong with you people? I mean, there would have to be a massive amount of money, but even then, I would be considering it twice at least. There's just some things I won't do in this world, and that's one of them. Debbie, what are you trying to say? Good point, Johnny. He's on fire. I am not on fire. Where? Stop, drop, and roll. Jesus, couldn't you people put me? Somebody. People, I don't care what I say or what you're doing. I'm here to tell you folks, you protect your beaver butts from these ticks. They're going to wake all up on it. There's going to be ticks all over these people. It's just unbelievable. These ticks like to eat people's butts out. Now, I want you to go ahead and check my bungholio every morning when I get up to make sure I ain't got none of these dang ticks in my beaver bunghole. What is wrong with you people? May God save you all. It's just unbelievable. Now she's posting beavers in my chat. Jesus, Lord. Sweet Jesus. I'm going straight to hell. Forgive me, Lord. Celt, I didn't say I want you to check my prostate. I said I want you to check my bungholio for ticks. Why do I have to bend over and cough? I don't need a check of my prostate. I already know that's the size of a beach ball. Good God, woman. I just want you to look at my brown eye, not the one that winks, but the one that stings. Get these ticks off of me. Anybody watch Bob Kennedy? Anybody watch Bobby Kennedy catch them snakes? No, come on, you guys. What's wrong with you? These are just snakes. They're just black razors and everything. They're bite. They don't even bite. They're harmless. Ah, son of a bitch. What happened, Bobby? Did it bite you? The son of a bitch bought me. You gonna be all right, Bobby? Ah, son of a bitch, I'll be all right. Look at these son of bitches right here. Bobby, put him down. You got a meeting tomorrow, son of a bitch. I ain't gonna make it. Get me to the hospital. He's sitting there telling me, no, they don't bite. They're harmless. These things are harmless. Some bitches trying to bite. Ah, son of a bitch. Bleeding and sucking the poison out himself. I crikey, Bobby, you done bit your ass up. I am going to pee my pants. Cal, don't go to the bathroom. Hurry up. No, we are not going to make fun of you here, Cal. It's okay. Women do that. They can't hold themselves. I don't blame them. Go to the bathroom. I'll be here when you get out. Go on. I'm not going to let you. No one will take your seat. I swear to you. Go to the bathroom. When you come back, you can have the seat that you had when you came in. All right. And on your way back, stop and get me a Coca-Cola and a bag of Cheetos at that concession stand right there. Hurry up, little lady. I'll hold all the jokes until you get back. Oh my God, here we go with Debbie Fox. Every day she sends me a photo of Bobby Kennedy. Look at him, he's chiseled out of granite. Unreal. I can't deal with it anymore. Hurry up, Cal. We're waiting. Yeah, they won't take my seat. It's wet. Don't worry about it. I'll have it clean by the time you get back. Don't worry about it. When you get back, there'll be a seat cover and my face on it. With my tongue hanging out. I'm just joking. Forgive me, Lord. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I wouldn't do that. It's just, Lord, I've had it. I'm stressed out. I've been good. People are always telling me, I go into chats, Johnny, will you be good? I'm always good. I ain't doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing. My sins I do to myself. You know, don't affect you people. My God, I ain't even doing anything. Not even sinning. Well, I guess a little bit, but nothing major. Right? Women can't hold themselves. Well, I know. That's why I told her, hurry up and go to the bathroom. Now I'm 50-some years old. You know? I know how it is. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Go to the bathroom. You need me to have some guards walk with you just to make sure nothing happens. I would, but just go with her, right? Luigi, just go with her to stand outside the bathroom and make sure she comes back. Don't forget to stop and get my Cheetos and a Coke. Who is handsome? Probably not me. My handsome days are over. They used to call me Johnny Handsome, but not no more. Oh, what a night. All right, what are we at here? We are at an hour and 46 minutes. You know, I hope I made one of you laugh tonight. I hope if I made one of you laugh, I did my job. You know, if I made somebody laugh and forget their troubles, my mission is accomplished, Lord. No, all the women are going crazy now for Bobby Kennedy. Well, did you see him walk and grab them snakes? He looked like Crocodile Dundee coming out of there. Right? He had that Australian walk or whatever, that wobble. Hi, cracky, I'm gonna grab these black razor snakes. Don't touch them, Bobby. They're black razors. They're just godness. Well, if you know him, you call him Bobby. That's what we all call him. Well, when you're close with him, you get to call him Bobby. What's up, Bobby? Well, you know, is there anything else, folks? Anything else big going on? Other than Jonestown, Mansonville, and Stinky Johnson's condominium? Anything huge going on? Oh, I get it now, Cal said. What do you get? He handled Falcons. Damn, what a dude. Come on, Debbie. You want me to get out there? Excuse me. Show you how to run a falcon nest? I mean, come on. I mean, I could do that. All glory to the King, my God Almighty. You know, people say you joke around. You're not a biblical man. You blame me. You talk too much crap. Well, it's better to talk it than do it. Ah, Debbie, I could have caught them snakes. Cracky, I wouldn't have used my own hands, though, once I found out someone screamed out, they're poisonous, they'll kill you. Falcons, Johnny. Oh, Debbie. I got an eagle that is in my tree, this big giant pine tree I got out here. That thing one morning about flew down and poked my eyeballs out. You see me on the TV going, look at, I grabbed this falcon right from the sky, about chewed my eyeballs out. No, but you want to say, you go up to a falcon nest, Johnny. No, woman. Don't, because I'll climb right up this pine tree and put a camera right in the nest. This eagle I got living in my pine tree out here. And that sucker looks at everything. He didn't try to kill me. I thought he was trying to kill me. He wasn't. There was a rabbit underneath my car. I thought he was coming for me. But right at the last second, he swerved, went right underneath the car, boom, grabbed it. Get out of here, I told him. What's wrong with you? Trying to poke my eyeballs out. Right? He crawled underneath the car and grabbed whatever he needed, flew back to his nest up here. You know? It wasn't but 2 weeks later, I went out to my car and there was like a dead mouse or something right by my car door. I went out there, man. You know, I'm walking to the car to go get a pack of smokes, and I'm like, what the hell is this by my car door? It's like a rat or something, or a bird. I was like, did someone put this here? I'm looking all around. Can't figure out what's going on. I turn around and I see these 2 giant eyes looking at me. The hell is that thing? And it was camouflaged. It was unbelievable. It looked like it would look like the tree. And it opened its eyes right at me. Or whatever it did. It got like an hour. What the heck? What? And he just sat there and looked at me. Didn't move or nothing. I walked up to the tree to see if I could see it better. It just sat there and looked at me. Its head spun around like it was demonic. It looked in the back of it. It just turned its head. Oh, I was like, oh, what the heck is that thing? It was this owl I got living in the tree out here. It was an owl. He gave me a present. He left it. So I was talking to somebody. They're like, he probably left you food by your door. You're always feeding them birds. You're always feeding them. What the heck you doing? He probably left you something to cook up, something to eat. And there's an owl. And I'm telling you, that owl, you couldn't see it until it opened its eyes and scared. I thought it was a vampire bat. I thought it was a bat. I flipped out. I was trying to get my keys, trying to get in my door. I'm like, son of a bitch, that's a giant bat. 50-pound bat. The hell is that? And then it whoop-oo, whoop-oo. What? And then its head turned around and it looked at me. His eyes glowing and everything. What the heck? Ah. But then I talked to someone and they're like, he probably just left you some food. Crows do that too. Right? And your pets do that. A dog will bring something and give it to you. It's like a pet. A cat will bring a mouse and drop it at your feet like it's a pet. And owls and eagles do the same thing. You know, the eagle scared me because he did come down. When I caught him out of the corner of my eye, I thought he was coming at me. He had his claws out, right? And I thought he had his claws out and he was going to come right for my eyeballs, right? But he didn't. At the last second, he tipped his wings and poof, right underneath my car and tried chasing out the rabbit that was underneath it and everything because he had his claws out like he was going to land right on my eyeballs. And I was like, right out of the corner of my eye, I ducked down. You know, I was like, how could you son of a bitch? I've been feeding you for years. He didn't care. He was coming right down. He was just, you know, he didn't even see me. I'm telling you, he got so close, I could feel the wind off his wings as he went by. Yeah, that was freaky. That was pretty freaky. What's wrong, Debbie? You're crying. What happened? I peed a little. It's all right. These women tonight are having problems with their bladders. It's going around all over. I think it's some kind of a kidney infection or something. You'll be all right, Debbie. Go to the bathroom now. We'll save your seat. Go on. Stop. I can't stop laughing. All right. Jeez. I'm just telling you, that's a real life story. I'm telling you right now, I got an eagle hawk right outside my door here in this pine tree out here. And I got an owl in the other tree. I'm just telling you the true story. That's the truth. I'm not going to lie to you. Just go to the bathroom. Hurry up. Was the bird at the window mocking you? No. No. I did have a baby squirrel come knock on the window. Matter of fact, I've had 2 squirrels come knock on the window because I was feeding them peanuts, and then I stopped feeding them peanuts, and they literally were coming and jumping on the air conditioner, and they were looking in the apartment here through the window, tapping on it with their little paws. I'm not joking. They were. I want to thank God for that. I felt so. You never feel closer to the Lord when you got a squirrel looking at you through the window, and it's tapping on the window. Can you bring some peanuts out here? I was like, this is unbelievable. And that's when I started up Johnny Kramer's Wild Kingdom, Mutual of Omaha, a new beginning. And everybody got mad. You can't do that. Mr. Kramer, how can you do that? Well, because I can. You don't run it no more, so I can create my own Mutual of Omaha, Wild Kingdom. Johnny opened the birds, and the squirrel had his nuts on the window. Oh, my blinds. Yeah, one morning I opened up my, I heard a ruckus out here. The dang thing, it was a little tiny crazy. I think he found some meth out in the field, or one of these people might have threw their stash or something. That little bugger was running around like he was on 20 kilos of cocaine. One morning I wake up and I hear something like it's scratching or just going nuts. I open my blinds first thing in the morning, and this little squirrel, it was a baby squirrel, was jumping all over the place. He was hanging upside down with his nutsack pressed up against the screen, upside down looking at me. And he was like, check these out. I'm like, that dang squirrel is hung like a rhino. And he was hanging upside down on my screen of the window. And he was going up and down the screen, up and down the screen, up and down the screen. Then he would just stop, hang upside down, and he'd look right at me. I'm like, I don't know, either you're tweaking or you got some kind of sickness, little guy, or there's no reason you should be jumping all over the place like that. And then he jumped from my screen window here onto my bird feeder. And he was trying to spin. He was spinning around in circles, trying to get the seed out of my bird eater. And he was going around so fast, it slung him back into the screen. He hit the screen, bounced off onto the ground, and then he just took off running in circles. Little animal. I'm like, this is unbelievable. I'm going to talk to your parents about this. All right, so then his parent came by. He was a big, black, huge squirrel, and he banged on my window. He got right on my air conditioner. He looked right in my apartment. I'm sitting there eating something, watching TV. And this giant black squirrel's looking at me like, come outside, right? I'm hungry. My kid's hungry. You ain't fed my kid. You ain't fed me. I'm just like, whatever, dude, here. I just threw some peanuts out there. I wasn't going outside. They say a squirrel can kill you in a heartbeat. That's what they say. I don't know. I've seen videos of a squirrel attacking this dude, and it about chewed his face off. I didn't want to take no chances. I just opened up the screen door. I threw a couple peanuts out there, said a couple Hail Marys, and I came back in and sat down, and he sat on the air conditioner and ate them. I'm not messing with no black squirrel. Are you crazy? They're deadly, from what I was told. Johnny, you should have flashed him. You're nuts. I didn't want to. Are you kidding me? You think I wanted to be made an idiot? This dang squirrel was hung like 2 rhinos. You wanted me to show him my nuts, or you want me to be disgraced? Kid me, that's all I need people to go around saying that squirrel was got bigger nuts than you. You think? Are you kidding me? No, I ain't going out like that. There ain't no way. Are you kidding me? No. No. When Johnny first started giving them peanuts, Cal, this is a true story. It's so, yeah, it is true story. They think I'm lying to them. I'm like, no. You know, I went into one of these chats one night and I was telling a story about when my aunt passed away. I had to go clean out her refrigerator for my parents. Like, can you go over there and clean out the fridge, get all the food out of the fridge and all this and that? I'm like, yeah, I'll go over there. So I went over there and I was hungry. As I was cleaning out her fridge, there was a chocolate candy bar I found in tinfoil. So I went to town on the chocolate candy bar. All right, I was cleaning out the fridge, throwing everything out. I seen a candy bar wrapped in tinfoil. You know, I thought it was a Hershey's. Well, I just started chewing the hell out. I was eating it down. Well, I got to the bottom drawers on the fridge, and I opened up the bottom drawer, and underneath the drawer was looked like a candy bar wrapper. When I turned it over, it said laxative. And I already ate over 3/4 of the candy bar. And I literally spent a month on the toilet shitting my brains out. People thought it was funny. I'm like, that's a true story. You know, I about shit my brain. I was so dehydrated, I looked like a prune. You talk about crapping yourself. I was on the toilet for a month. Squirrels can be aggressive. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, they can be. Debbie, I'm telling you, I crap myself like crazy. Everyone's laughing. You're kidding me. I'm like, no. I ate about half of this, over 3/4 of this chocolate bar. I'm crapping all over the place. I had a call from the toilet. Oh, it was killing me. Are you kidding me? Good God almighty, my stomach was just... My God almighty. By the time I was done crapping the first time, I looked like a prune. Come walking up, people are like, what happened to you? I don't know. I ate a candy bar, but I thought it was chocolate. It turned out to be some laxative bar thing. Like, that'll make you poo. I'm like, yeah, I know. Yeah, it's old school laxatives or whatever it is in chocolate or something. I had no idea. That's why they call me an idiot. Huh? It was a surprise when I did find the wrapper that went around it. It said laxative. I called my mom. What is this laxative stuff? Well, it makes you poo. I'm like, I just ate half a candy bar of this stuff. She's like, oh my God. Yeah, something's wrong. My stomach hurts. Probably made you want to throw up. No, I just crapped my brains up. Just crapping like crazy. I learned the hard way on that one, man. I'll tell you that much. I won't take any. I'll take a little bit of that laxative. No, a little chocolate. Anything X-Lax, I don't do no more. It's just not good. Yeah, X-Lax. You know, no one tells me anything. They wait until the last minute and tell me. No? I don't know. It's just crazy, bro. What are we at? We're at 2 hours here. It is midnight. I want to thank everyone for stopping in. How are you ladies doing? I mean, I don't want to go too long. I know you ladies get bored of my stories and madness, and I understand. Let me see what Debbie sent me something. Hold on there. There you go. All right, what's on the plan for you ladies tonight? I think I'm gonna make me another cup of tea, man. That tea tastes good. Yeah, Debbie, I got all kinds of baby squirrels out here. Didn't you see the tiny squares? Pre-cut? No, it looked like a candy bar. It looked like a Hershey bar. It looked like a Hershey bar. You know them you know the chocolate, the Hershey bars where you could just break a little piece off? That's what this thing looked like. It was in tinfoil, like a Hershey bar. And that's what I thought it was, a Hershey bar. I had no idea. When you're hungry, you don't pay attention. I just thought it was a Hershey bar. I opened it up and started eating some chocolate, started throwing stuff away in the fridge, wiping it out as I went. But then I noticed my stomach was acting kind of funny. So I didn't pay any attention to it. And I kept cleaning, throwing stuff out of the fridge and got to the bottom drawers. And when I pulled the drawers out to clean them, there was a wrapper underneath. And then I figured it out because my stomach by then was just in knots. I'm talking cold sweats. I'm talking sweating. It's like something's wrong. Yeah, Debbie, they're tiny break off pieces. Like I said, I didn't even pay attention to it. Right? I worked all day. I came home. I stopped there, was cleaning out the fridge, getting everything out of there, and cleaning out all her stuff out of the house. I wasn't even paying attention. I was hungry. I just grabbed it, started eating it. And I had a feeling something wasn't right. Either the candy bar was either old and not good and it wasn't agreeing with my stomach, but then I found that wrapper and I realized, right, laxative. And I flipped it over and was reading, what the heck is this? Just eat a little bit of this and crap your brains out. What happens if you eat 3/4 of it? Call the emergency room. All right. Now, is anybody else out there done? Are we done, Deb? I think Kelt is left. I think everybody is left. Are you ladies done? It's midnight. What else can we do? They won't let us do the Jonestown thing. I wonder if they're going to strike me. I'll probably have to end this video and maybe delete it. Did they strike my video or something, Debbie? If they struck me, I wouldn't have been able to stay on, right? They would have took my video down or ended it or whatever and said live stream can't be done. That was a couple days ago, Kel. You should be able to smoke your tweed now. Can you guys hear that? I don't know if you guys can hear that. Debbie, were you able to hear that? Kelt, were you able to hear that? I'm afraid to take a chance. One freaking tooth is costing $6,000. Oh my God. Yeah, that's why they say you got $1 million smile, girl. Did you hear that, Debbie? Were you able to hear that? Were you able to hear the talking, Debbie? Well, I think I'm going to end this thing. You weren't able to hear that? Oh my God, you must be dying deaf and dumb. This is unreal. Sweet Jesus. All right, I think I'm going to end this. I think you ladies have had enough of me today. I'm going to make some more tea. I'm going to relax. Is there anything you folks want to say before we leave? All glory goes to God. Amen. Anything else? No? No one wants to say anything? Can anyone hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Is there anybody out there? Just not if you can hear me. Is there anyone at home? Home? Come on now. I hear you feeling down. Guess the basic facts. Can you tell me where it hurts? Yes, you folks have a great night. God bless. Go smoke your tweed sticks, have your tea, and enjoy yourselves. I want to thank Kelt for showing up. I want to thank Debbie Fox and everybody. God bless America. And you folks have a great night. Should I come back tonight? Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Do you come sweetheart to be. If you're up, sure. We need to watch the rest of that video. I know. I posted it in chat. Make sure you guys go check it out. They won't let me watch it, Go. How does it end? He kills over 1,000 people. That's how it ends. He killed 1,000 people. The people that didn't want to drink the Kool-Aid, he injected. They killed their own people. Huh? That's crazy. All right. You folks have a good night. God bless. Lock your doors and windows. I'll talk to you later. Thank you very much.